Stop moving, Diana, maybe then it will focus. In this video, I am going to do a haul, and this is all Maybelline products. I'm so freaking excited. I went to the displays for Maybelline because I wanted to pick out some products that I wanted to use for a video. If it's already uploaded, I will link it up in the cards. I wanted to do a get ready with me in that video and follow along Erin Parsons' makeup tutorial that they uploaded onto Maybelline's YouTube channel. And so while I was there, you know, the displays, checking out the displays and stuff, I picked up a few more items, and so I think I have enough products to talk about in this video. And I've mentioned before, I love Maybelline products. I think they're probably one of my favorites from the drugstore. I love their foundation. The matte and poreless has been my favorite for years. I continue to use it. I continue to repurchase it because it's amazing. If the get ready with me following along Erin's tutorial is already up, I will make sure to link it up in the cards or down below. Check both places if you guys want to check it out. The first product that I picked up is the Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. This is in the shade 80, which is cashew. It's probably a little bit light for me. I think this color and the next color over, there's such a huge gap. I feel like they're missing 2, maybe 3 shades in between. I didn't want to go with the darker one. I figured let's go with something a little bit lighter. This still may be a little light for me in the winter, but I figured maybe I can pair it up with my Fit Me Stick foundation in coconut that I love using to bronze with. I use this guy all the time. I friggin' adore it. So I was thinking, okay, I can focus this maybe in the center and then try this in the outer parts to kind of balance it out. If it doesn't work out though, I may actually end up returning this one. I do wish that there was maybe 1 or 2 additional shades in between for someone within my skin tone range. And then I also picked up this powder. And some of these items have already been opened because I used it for that get ready with me doing this look, by the way. So I picked up the Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. I have owned this powder in the past in a deeper shade though. I picked it up in a lighter shade because Erin in the get ready with me, she used the powder under her eyes. And because I still wanted a little bit of a highlight, I figured let me get a powder that's a little bit lighter so I can put it under my eyes and still keep that highlight. Since I already have their loose Fit Me powder, I have the shade medium deep at 30. So this one I can use maybe on the outer parts of the face, and I figured, well, let me try it. She put this under her eyes. Let me see how this looks under the eyes, and I like it so far. It added a little bit more coverage to the concealer that I used from Maybelline, which is not the fullest coverage concealer. So this added a little bit more coverage, and the color of it I think is really good. It helped highlight a little bit more because it's a little bit more yellow, almost a little peachy looking. So it goes really well under my eyes or my highlighted point areas, even in this area, and this area. Very, very lightly though. I didn't pack this product on. I also picked up this product, which is the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in 100. I think this is Molten Gold. They have a few of these. I think one was pink and maybe one was a little bit more icy white. And I went with the golden one because I feel like colors like these or highlighters like this look really great against my tan skin. I just feel like they're a little bit more flattering to my skin tone. So pick this one up. I'll try to have the swatches up on the side of the screen here. 2 of the Cheek Heat. These are the cream blushes from Maybelline, and they come in a little tube. This one's already opened because I used it for that get ready with me, and the shade of this is called, the writing is so tiny, it is called Berry Flame, which is the pinky one. Very, very subtle on my skin. I put it on with a stippling brush from e.l.f. and it was lifting the foundation up, so it could have been the brush, I'm not really sure. Added it with my finger, it didn't continue lifting, and it laid a little bit more of the color down. This sheen that you're seeing here is all coming from this product. I love that sheen. It's so natural looking. It gives you a very light wash of color. I may check out a deeper color in this line because this, although it looks really great with the makeup that I'm wearing right now, I just want a little bit more color, and I laid this on a few times on my cheeks. And then I also picked up the color Coral Ember, because I have 2 additional cream blushes, and I think they both lean, I'm pretty sure they both lean pink. I didn't have one that leans a little bit more orange, or in this case coral, so thought I would give this one a try. Picked up a couple foundations, one which Erin used in that tutorial, so figured I would pick it up. This is the Falsies Lash Lift. I've tried the Falsies before, but I think it's the one that has the red top here, and it's been years since I've used that foundation, so I figured I would give this one a try, and it's in the waterproof formula which Erin used in that video. Plus, I prefer waterproof or not foundations, mascaras that perform like waterproof, because I have allergies and my eyes water constantly. Waterproof formula tends to work best for me personally, and on my lower lash line as well, because she put it on her lower lash line, and usually I get transfer, and it's been hours and no transfer to be had so far, so I'm really happy about that. The only thing is that the brush is kind of ginormous for the lower lash line, but for the top it was great. It added great length, volume, but my Lash Sensational it's a little bit thicker, and it adds more volume, especially closer to the lash line. I prefer it to be a little bit thicker, and this was just not giving me that. And I think I applied it maybe three layers of this, and it looks great. The lashes look amazing, so I do like it. I would just probably go in with my Lash Sensational after to really bulk up the base here. And then I watched a video with Erin and I think Nikki Tutorials, and they talked about the Sky High Mascara, so I got it in Very Black. Haven't opened this, guys, so haven't tried it. I didn't even know this was, I don't even know what's out, what's new, what companies are releasing anymore, because I don't buy a lot of makeup anymore. It's I shouldn't say that, because I do buy makeup, but it's not as much as I used to, really. So can't wait to try this one. I love mascara, so I'm totally open to trying a new one. I also picked up this brow pencil because I didn't have a brow product to use for that video, and I think Erin used the slim or something slimmer brow pencil of some sort. And so I picked up the Tattoo Studio. This is their long wear brow pencil, and I got it in the shade Deep Brown. Or maybe am I putting it in the, no, I'm not putting in the wrong one. Okay, so it comes with a little spoolie here. This cap though doesn't stay. It's just, it falls off for some reason. I don't know why, so that's kind of annoying. I don't know if mine's defective. This brow pencil, I used it today. It's a little bit too creamy. It's a little bit too creamy for my liking. So I have to go very light-handed, and even at my lightest touch, it deposits a little bit too much product. And I'm very light-handed. So I have to be a little bit careful, otherwise I don't like having solid brows. I like being able to see my brow hairs, so it adds dimension, and it just looks a little bit more, not natural, but you know, like real brows, to where when they're solid, it looks drawn on. So I have to be careful with this one, otherwise it's gonna give me the drawn on look that I'm just not a fan of. And then I also figured, well, let's try one of their pomades, and this is in Black Brown 382. God, the writing is so tiny, or maybe I just need I need to renew my prescription. This is the Tattoo Studio, and it's their brow pomade. I don't know, I can't read the freaking writing, it's too tiny. And it's also brown, but it's not too warm, and I use this one especially to extend like down here the tail of my brow and to fill in this area. I can tell you right now, I had it filled in here and it's gone away. So it didn't last a very long time for me. I don't know if I've touched that area. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna continue using it. I do though really like the brush. It's very, very slim. The tip of this comes to a very fine point, so it allowed me to create some brow hairs, which is great. I also picked up 4 of the cream shadows, and I picked up all 4 shades because Erin used all of these in the Get Ready With Me. So I actually ended up picking up an extra one because I couldn't find this wine color one. My Walmart doesn't carry them, Target doesn't carry them, the Ulta nearest me was sold out. Walgreens nearest me was sold out, and then I ended up finding it in the other Walgreens, and they only had this one left. So I had picked up this shade, which I have not opened. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep it, because there's a taupe color that they have that I'm actually interested in picking up and just kind of exchanging for this one. So anyways, I picked this one up just in case I couldn't find Tempt to make that video. This one is called Crave, which is more like an eggplant purple. It's really beautiful though, and it also looks like it's matte, like it has no shimmer, which is great. Tempt also has no shimmer, and I was pleasantly surprised as to how well this blended out. And I didn't use a shadow base because Erin didn't use a shadow base in that video, and it's been hours and I have no creasing. The color hasn't really diminished too much. I feel like this one maybe a little bit in the inner and outer corner from the blinking and stuff like that, but it's not creased. It's just not as deep as it was a few hours ago, but easy to blend out. These do set, but you have ample time to work with them. I did though apply or do one eye at a time. I also picked up Hustle, which is almost like an antique gold. This one right here, and I have that one right here in the center. And I have that all over my lid. I have all of these on my eyes. And then Flash, which is more like the yellow gold one. That one is that little stripe right there at the center to create that little spotlight. And it's more of a yellow gold, a little bit more blingy. Sitting over top of Hustle, it's not that visible, but it does add a little bit of dimension because this one's just a little bit brighter. So it gives you that little spotlight. You can see it. It's so beautiful. And then I also used Spark. And Spark, I have it in the lower in here and right on the tear duct. And then Hustle, which is the antique gold one, I have it mainly under my lash line. I can't speak on the blendability on the shimmer ones. I can only speak on the blendability of Tempt. Tempt blended out very, very well. So I was really happy with that. I also bought some lip products, and I have mentioned before, Maybelline makes some of my favorite lipsticks from the drugstore. I picked up a couple of glosses because I heard Erin talking about them in another video. This shade here, Ice, I think it's just like the clear gloss one. It's just a clear gloss. And I bought this one because I'm almost out of my Dior. It's like struggling. It's at the bottom here. It's just struggling. And then I'm running out of my Buxom lip gloss. So I figured I'd get something like this. Only because these look a little bit more sheer on the lips. It just adds gloss, no additional color. And I wanted something like that. So I picked that one up. And then I also picked up Topaz, which reminds me of the color of the Fenty gloss, actually, now that I think about it. So let's put this one. Yeah, this one has a little bit more, it looks like peach. Or is that pink? I can't see in this lighting. I also picked up these 3 lip products, and these are called the Superstay Matte Ink. I picked up Seductress because that's what Erin used in her video. Is this Seductress? I can't tell. This one is number 130. Let me just say the name because I can't freaking read the name. This one is number 65. I think this is Seductress. This is the one that I have on my lips right now. And then I also picked up number 70. I think this is Amazonian. It's hard to read the name. So slightly different. This one, Amazonian, is a little bit more terracotta-y brown kind of color. And this one's a little bit more pink. And Seductress on Erin looked more pink. On me, it looks more peach. It's what I have on my lips right now. These dry matte, and I have a gloss on right now. I put on my Dior gloss because it had been hours. And I still, when I went like this, my lips were sticking together. I'm not a fan of that. So I love the colors. I am gonna keep them and use them, of course. I do love this color. This color is so freaking beautiful. I'm just not a fan of that stickiness. Like, it just never really fully dries. Because though it is a matte ink, it doesn't feel drying, but I do feel it on my lips. It feels a little heavy. Not drying, just heavy. But I guess because it's not drying, and that's probably because it just never fully dries. I'm not a fan of that. Every time that you're talking, you feel your lips sticking together. And it's just not my jam. I also picked up this lip liner. It's their Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in Totally Toffee. It's so creamy. this one right over here. I'll try to do a little closer for you guys to check out. Really creamy. I love colors like these. I can have an endless amount of these colors because I wear them so much. I love them. And then last but not least, I am really excited to try this. This is the glass spray. It's their makeup finishing spray. I have not sprayed this on myself yet. Let's do that actually. There. That smells good. Not that I need any more dew, to be honest with you, because I think that blush adds the dew. I'm adding a little bit of powder to my T-zone because that spray that says glass, it's no freaking joke. It adds so much dew. So if you have dry skin, girl, that would be your jam. I love glowy skin. Okay, that was not the last product, by the way. I totally misspoke. I also got the Nudes of New York palette. I haven't owned a Maybelline shadow palette in a really long time, but I saw Erin using it in a different video, and of course what Erin says I get. It's just a little bit later and the sun has gone down completely, so the lighting looks a little different. So I got the Nudes palette and all of these look so great. So I can't wait to try them. I'll probably put these on tomorrow just because I want to try it. It looked like the pigmentation of these was amazing based on the videos that I watched her using it. I did watch another video where Erin was walking another person and another gal through using or doing her own makeup, and she was of much deeper skin tone than myself, and some of the shadows showed up on her. So I am looking forward to using this palette. They're coming off a little washed out here on camera, I think because of the lighting, and my room is really dark right now because the sun has gone down. A lot of ready tones, bronze, gold, very neutral palette, but very warm leaning, which is really, really nice. And some of these, like there's a little purpley one here. They all look so nice, so can't wait to try this one. Is that everything? I think that is everything, like it's not enough. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.